Hello, this is Chris from digitalforex.com and welcome to the first video on setting up your virtual private server for reliable Forex trading. I'm very excited to show you this video, and I truly believe in what I want to teach in the next videos. I think it can make your Forex trading more reliable and safe and prevent substantial losses. So I'm pleased to share this information with you. So we will start by discussing what a virtual private server is. If you've never used a virtual private server before, don't worry. Have a look at my videos and possibly this will convince you that a virtual private server is a way to go with algorithmic trading. So what is a virtual private server? Let's look at the basic scenario. You have a computer, and you are using Forex robots to trade through your broker on the Forex market. And apparently, you're earning some profits from this activity. Maybe you've purchased some robots. Perhaps you always had a strategy, and you've just implemented it or had somebody else implemented for you as a Forex robot. Now you have started using this Forex robot in your MetaTrader 4 terminal. A virtual private server is basically another computer somewhere else in the world. It can be next to you. It can be on the other side of the world in a different country. Mostly, it's another computer somewhere else which you can rent out for a fee. For example, it can be $20 a month or $150 a month depending on your setup. You would use this computer to set up your Forex robots and MetaTrader 4 terminals and for them to trade from there. And the dashed line represents you just basically doing the initial setup and checking in once in a while to see how your robots are going. The two orange lines show that your Forex robots just continued training on the Forex market without you even having to bother about them. And that's the essence of the VPS, to take you out of the equation, for you to be completely free and for your computer to be free the same time for the training to continue and for you to keep earning a profit. So why would you use a virtual private server? What are the advantages? Well, there are some apparent advantages of using a virtual private server. First of all, it works 24/7. So it's always hard to keep your computer on 24/7. Might be noisy. It might overheat. You might be concerned living around when you're going away because you never know if something malfunction on the computer while it's at home. Especially nowadays, many people have laptops. They are very compact, and they're easy to carry around. However, they're much harder to keep on all the time because if you're taking it with you somewhere, then you have to switch it off or at least put it to sleep. Or if you want to leave it on for weeks and weeks, then it will start overheating because everything is so smaller and the cooling system isn't as high as in big computers. So what else? A virtual private server will free up your personal computer. So you'll be able to not only switch off when you like, but you'll also be able to use the full resources of your personal computer. And when the MetaTrader 4 terminal has some more advisors running in it, it can use up substantial resources, maybe 200 or 300 megabytes. So you get those resources back and do your video editing or just leisure activities and don't have to worry about the MetaTrader 4 terminals anymore. A Forex VPS is accessible from anywhere, so you can access it from work if you want to. You can access it from your laptop. You can access it from a friend's home. And in the next videos, you'll see how easy it is, and basically, you can monitor your robots wherever you are. Unlike with a home computer, you can only do that when you get home, and you're sitting in front of the computer. Also, a virtual private server has a reliable power supply and connection to the internet. Basically, this means that your virtual private server provider will do everything they can to make sure your computer always has electricity. So it's working, and it still has a connection to the internet. Statistically, it's more likely for you to have a power disruption or an internet connection failure at home than it is on your provider's side. Having said that, providers do sometimes have scheduled maintenance, which they will warn you about that will cause the restart the server. But that's something that we addressed in the next videos. And we learn how to deal with those little prices that you have to pay for having such a convenient tool as a virtual private server. And finally, a virtual server is easily scalable to your needs. So if you have a computer at home, it might have a limited amount of RAM or a physical memory or bandwidth or a CPU power. But if you hire out a virtual private server for Forex trading, then you can always adjust that. And if you decide to deploy more robots or increase the number of accounts you're trading on, and then you can always request your virtual private server to be allocated more resources, and that can be done even filed. Switching off your virtual server, it is a straightforward process that your provider can do for you. Those are the main reasons for using a virtual private server for your Forex trading, and from personal experience, since I started using a VPS, I've never looked back. And it's definitely been a significant game changer for me. Let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing you on the video. Until then, happy training.